Hey guys, Rilk here. Welcome back to my Mass Effect playthrough. I ended up messing up my video, so I'm a bit higher leveled and better geared than what I should be. This is my second playthrough, actually. So I haven't hit max level yet. I skipped a whole bunch of side quests just so I could get back to here to finish up this video. I ended up messing up and screwing up my recording, and I ended up missing all of Ilos. And so I finished up my last video for the playthrough at the Citadel, but I totally missed Ilo, so I had to come back. So that's what we're at here. My gear is a lot better. I've got Spectre level 10 gear on, I think, almost all my characters even. My mod for grenade. Oh, I threw the thorium gas. I had a heavy explosive, but it was really only level 7. I really want to get a heavy Colossus. I've dropped like I want to say 10 medium Colossus, which is what I'm wearing right now. It would up the damage protection and shield a lot, but is what it is. It's been really hard to drop. I dropped quite a few Quarian light armors, so that's what Tali's wearing. Liara's wearing a human light armor of Colossus. So pretty much my main team's rocking full Spectre, Colossus, and I have decent amp and biotics, not amp and biotics, amp and tech. They're level 10 Savant. I'm just gonna alt tab out for a second, make sure my capture is working. I'm a little hesitant at this point. So I finally just sold most of my stuff. This is just from my recent on the Citadel and the Vermeer quest. I'm not going to bother selling it. I'm not getting much good drops. I was getting most of it from Shepard's apartment that you get out of Pinnacle Station. That's pretty much the only side quest I've done in my second playthrough. I was going to do all of them, then I just kind of wanted to get the video part of it done, so I just pushed my way past so I could get this done. Then I found out they might be doing a remastered version of this game as well as 2 and 3. So, kind of lost interest in doing video for Mass Effect 2 and 3, because if they do a remaster, I might as well just do it in that. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get all the achievements in this version. We'll see how I feel later. I really like this game, but there are a few things that have annoyed me so far, like the lit and unlit thing I had to do in the console, as well as when I got stuck in the elevator. So I don't know if they'll fix that in the remastered version or what, but it'll be more seamless for switching between character files from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And honestly, I don't even have 3. I did have the game on CD, and I don't even know where it is. I think it's in my storage unit, but I'm not 100% on that. So I don't even have access to the third game because I can't buy it on Steam. And quite honestly, I really don't want to install Origin again. It's probably one of my most annoying things that I had installed on my laptop. So now we're all caught up, and we're heading to Ilos. We can't go back to the Citadel now. We just got out of there, so we can go anywhere except for the Citadel. I don't think we have anything else to do. I didn't clear any side quests, so I've got so many just sitting around. I didn't even do all the scanning and stuff. I did on the first playthrough, though.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
So we're not going to bother with that. I did it last time, but honestly I did it off video anyways, so it's whatever. I only did about, I want to say, half the side quest last time anyways. I was kind of annoyed with the way I played that out and didn't finish up the Citadel, and then had access to the rest of the galaxy after, which sucks because some of the side quests for the Citadel, I needed to do something and then report back to the Citadel. So, oh well. If I do another remastered playthrough, I'll do all the quests next time. I don't know if I'll play Soldier again.
Commander, we've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us into Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there. We have to try. Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep. It's our only option. It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
So, like last time, I ended up killing off Kaidan as well. So, same playthrough. I guess it didn't really make a difference which one I chose. I did end up saving Rex this time because I had enough charm, though. What I was saying earlier is I really like the Soldier for immunity, but I don't know if it's worth more than using Lift. Having Liara in the party is super helpful because of Lift. Oh, it looks like I gotta do the unlit command again. Oh well, we'll wait till we land. I forgot about that. I did that in the last attempt of a video.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit.
So it actually memorizes all the commands you use in the console. That's super helpful.
Found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okay, time to rock. So I'll just go over their gear again. I'm pretty sure they're all rocking full Spectre. Yeah, and she's got both Savants. I ended up getting so many Savant level 10s. And then they both are rocking level 10 medical. And then I think they're both rocking the kinetic one. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, they are. Oh, no, she's got the weave. I did roll a few level 9 and 10 weaves. I just didn't realize she was using it. Oh well, I ended up selling all of that. So you can't bring the Mako this side. Oh. So we're just gonna do our run here. How is he there according to the radar? I don't understand. So there's two main paths down here. Ooh, I didn't realize we had armatures. I would have held off on my, what's that called? The marksman thing? I've already forgotten what it is. Ooh, we ended up doing it. And I ended up healing, I guess. Whoopsie doodles. So there's two paths. The one down here has a few things. We'll clear this first and then we'll swing back the other way. I am feeling a bit sick, so it kind of sounds like I'm out of breath, but it's basically because I'm having a hard time breathing while I'm talking. Where are you? So I end up using my radar a lot when I'm fighting, but when it's blocked, I get confused and I'm like, why don't I know where these guys are? Kind of stupid, but is what it is. I will lockpick and everything. Oh, I didn't realize I was gonna hit that, but I doubt we'll find anything worthwhile at this point. What are you shooting? She scared the crap out of me. So we should be able to kill them in 1 or 2 shots, to be quite honest, but it probably does 3. I have been using the grenades to pop myself, just to let myself sprint more. That's why I'm mostly at grenades right now. I have a max of 8 on both, I think. Oh, I guess 9 now. That's pretty good. I must have popped that up at the Citadel when we swung by. It was 8 for a long time. Yeah, now that I remember, I went to CSEC just to see what kind of gear they had. I was kind of hoping for that Colossus heavy armor, which I think it's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's the best armor a soldier could wear. But with the amount I've dropped of the light version, I'm surprised I haven't. Like, I spent over, I want to say, 16 million rolling stuff on Pinnacle. We will be able to use that elevator later, but we got to go through the whole process. This shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing it'll take about an hour to clear this Ilos, but I'm not 100%. It's a lot of video and talking. Also getting there. When did I pop that second grenade? So I've been noticing when the explode button and the throw button are the same button, and sometimes when I explode, it lags a bit, so I end up throwing a second grenade after I make it blow up. So sometimes I waste a lot of grenades. I've never actually used a grenade in this game offensively, which is weird, but since it allows me to sprint, that's all I ever use them for. And I really wish I had one now, because this is a really long run with nobody here. Okay. Okay. I was feeling that, but I wasn't sure where they were. Oh, up here. Thank you for the double lift, Liara. I don't know why I'm bothering picking up items. They're never good. I'm half debating not picking them up. Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make that. Okay. You know what? We're not going to bother. It's a waste. So you can use this elevator down here. It'll bring you up there. I think there's one lootable up there. That's it. So we'll just continue on. These are really hard to deal with without the radar. Like, annoyingly so. Oh well. I think Ilos is mostly a talking / cutscene area, if I remember correctly. I ended up running this to get back to where I was for about, I want to say, 8 hours in game, and I was skipping most of the cutscenes, or not cutscenes, side quests.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Yeah. So we just need to disengage that and then hit back to the Mako, and we'll continue on from there. It's not that big of a deal. We do kind of get ambushed here, if I remember correctly. We can activate these guys, but I think we have to wait till they're... Oops, I meant to pop shield. Until all these guys are dead. Kind of useless, but whatever. I thought maybe we could do it in the middle of the fight, but I ran over here. Oh, it was this one. I'm just going to do it for the XP, since we're not going to get an item from this one. And that just pops up the armature. I thought it was over here, so I tried to do it in the middle of the fight. I guess I could have done it in the fight. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you can pop 4 of them up. I don't think these ones work. What was that? Oh, that's a item chest. Excuse me.
My people once tried to find this world. We'd hoped
This
we'd
is
settle
definitely the way to go. Oh, right, we gotta go upstairs first. I forgot about that.
unwelcome.
I don't know if that opens the gate or if we just fight people and then we can go. Doop doop doop. Alright. Is this it?
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course.
I'm just gonna flip my
Between the
headset
beacons
around.
and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
It's really hard to figure out what they're talking about, but we'll find out more information about the Protheans and the conduit in a little bit. I think that must have opened the door. I say that with hope. Otherwise we have to run to the very top. Looks like it pinged us at that door anyway, so... Pretty sure I didn't open the map and put that ping down. And it's green. Perfect. So that should bring us back to right by the Mako where I said we'll be coming to that other elevator. Why can't our armor look like Tali's? It's the same armor. Hers just looks way better. Huh, they usually have like one line on during an elevator, what the hell? And time for the Mako part. Pretty easy. This is probably the easiest Mako part in the game, I think. Just a whole lot of straight hallways. You usually can get a drop on who we're fighting.
I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well as anyone inside.
All of them? There must be hundreds of those pods. What was Saren expecting to find here? There's nothing left but corpses.
I find if you're really close and you shoot the Mako without zooming in, you just shoot over their head. Doesn't matter where you aim. So I had to stop there and zoom in. So this light wall here, we'll be able to pull over and talk to a Prothean AI, and he'll give us a lot more information about basically how the Protheans came to find out about the Reapers.
Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't know why that scared me. I knew that wasn't a trap. As soon as she said trap, I pulled out the pistol. Oh, I trolled myself. Just was in the middle of saying that it was the AI that did this. Oh, I'm a doofus. Sorry, guys. But, what was I saying? So, oh wait. So, this just tells us a little bit more about the Protheans and what they did to combat the Reapers.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
The war was lost. If you had surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What did the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
You don't know their race. I don't know about that.
When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Yes, I don't know what kind of race the Protheans were, but I mean, if they were really pragmatic, they might have all known about it and hoped for it not to happen to them, but
Aren't they under the
no way to
influence
know.
of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
I don't know why they didn't destroy the conduit. Because you don't want the Keepers to go back to the way they were. But I guess it was the failsafe in case Sovereign knew how to change the Keepers back, I guess.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind, after each extinction, a sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
I guess we'll do beacons and Prothean scientists. The Citadel as a relay kind of doesn't really tell us that much.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
I don't know, the way he talks there makes me think he's more of an AI than a VI, because the Protheans couldn't have known about the indoctrination. They probably would end up dying at the time, and his guess about Saren is obviously newer.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit Project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Yeah, agreed. Very heroic people.
Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
So we'll end up getting there just behind Saren, and we'll meet him up at the Citadel, and I'll continue that in the other video, I guess. We'll see how confused I was when we get to that video. Pretty sure that's where I was figuring out that I wasn't recording.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
They keep saying it was more advanced.
But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves.
They keep saying how the Protheans were more advanced, but it sounds like all the technology from the Protheans, besides the beacons, weren't much more advanced. It was like all the Citadel and the mass relays they assumed were Prothean, but obviously they weren't. So I don't know how much more advanced they were, seeing as this time Sovereign would have figured out only when he was calling the Reapers that they changed the Keepers, making me think that these races would be the most advanced before the Reapers came and shut them down. But that's just my guess of how that would have played out. But it just seems wrong because of how much everyone thinks the Protheans were more advanced than these races. So that's my conjecture, but it's obviously not backed up by anything besides just a guess, which is backed up by being false. It doesn't make any sense to me. You would figure these races would be the most advanced. Oh, I wasn't paying that much attention to where we were driving. I just wanted to hit that. Oh, I messed that up. Cool. Colossus, of course. Oh, okay, so you can shoot through that barrier. Perfect. I know it's kind of a pain with how close I am and how this looks, but it guarantees my rocket shot, so I don't really want to futz with it. Ooh, I ran him over. Perfect. So we should be getting almost to the last leg of this area, to be quite honest. Just kind of doing a pre-shot there, assuming they were lined up on the shore, which now they see the blips on the radar, they totally weren't. It's around this first corner. How did I miss him? That was embarrassing. That was just an obvious miss, but cool. We're clear. Okay, I don't know how I randomly killed that guy. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, there he is. That makes more sense now. Okay, we're a lot farther than I thought. Oh, there, I can see it now. It's got to be that area there. Basically, we get a timer. I think it's only 20 seconds when we get close enough. Yeah, it stops us, and you just have to run through. I'll follow the little river, because it's such at an angle that it kind of avoids all of the Colossus firing at me. And then we'll head to the Citadel, really.
It's not responding. Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
So now we get the timer. I guess it was 40 seconds. Okay. A lot more than I expected. But, yeah, okay. So they're just armatures. They're quite easy to dodge if you follow the river here. Just at the angle they're firing, it tends to go right over you. And I somehow turned myself around. That sucked. Okay. And easy peasy. Well, guys, I guess that'll end this video. We'll get to the Citadel and I'll end it there, I think. I don't remember if there's another video portion.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Oh, thank God, we never have to use the Mako again. Just kidding. But seriously though, using the Mako on hills is atrocious. Well guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you join me for the last one. Bye-bye.